In this video, I'm going to share with you 4 1-minute habits that has saved me from 20 plus hours a week. So you're not just working on your full-time job, but also you can develop your side hustle and have a healthy lifestyle. Over the past year, I've been using this tip every single day, and it allowed me to have my full-time job, to build a side hustle, to develop a YouTube channel, to stay fit, to read books every single day, to take courses, and seeing results in my side hustle in very short period of time. The first tip is DND on electrical device. There's incredible function in your electrical device, no matter it is your phone or it is your work laptop, or no matter it is your iPhone, Android, Mac OS, Windows, you can have a scheduled DND mode. We often pick up our phone or being distracted when using laptop when we see there's notifications popping up from our phone or from the laptop. Then that's the time we start endless scrolling and wasting a lot of time. So that's an easy fix. We just have to stop the notifications from coming in. When there is no notification keep popping up on your screen, it greatly reduces the temptations of picking up our phone or looking into the other website for some kind of entertainment. For the phone, you can actually face the screen down on the table or even just put it in the other room to minimize the distractions. Okay, then that's another problem. What if I got distracted by work emails, message, phone calls, anything that is related to work? Well, I've been experiencing that a lot before. When I get into my flow state, start doing the work and really immense in my work, I don't like being disturbed by receiving phone calls, message, also meetings. So I turn on the DND mode on Teams as well. I think if your work use some kind of message software, it also have the DND mode. So I use the DND mode on my Teams, which link to my Outlook, that is my email system. So both of them will be on DND mode, and I won't receive any phone call, message, and email notifications. And right now, maybe you think that's impossible because what if there is something urgent? But honestly, all the emails and phone calls that you have received at work, how many of them do you actually have to respond by the second you receive the message? I have received message and email saying that these are urgent, but even though I replied 1 to 2 hours later or even just within the same day, it doesn't hurt the result. And most of the time, even I reply in the second that they have sent me the message, they will deal with it tomorrow instead of at the moment. I usually focus at my work in the morning, except there is some of the meetings. If not, I usually will check my email and check my message in the afternoon. Another tip is break free from the scrolling loop. I don't have time. It's actually an excuse. It is about, did you prioritize it? Have you prioritized the thing is the main point. I've heard a story about Alex Hormozi and his wife. Alex is kind of saying that he doesn't have time or anything like that. And then his wife took his phone and looked at the screen time app and showing Alex and said, you see, I help you find some time. So open the setting and go to the screen time page. See where do you spend most of your time in and delete the app if that's possible. If not possible, then turn off all the notifications about that app. I actually turn off all the notifications from most of the app. I usually just receive notifications when my family calling me or they message me. Another thing I discovered that is quite useful is schedule summary in iPhone. I'm not sure, do Android have this function? You can schedule a time for all the notifications to pop up and even choose which app that can send you the notifications in the schedule summary. So for myself, I will receive schedule summary in 11 a.m. in the morning and also 6 p.m. in the evening, and I will receive notifications from email, from YouTube, and I think another few apps as well. The third tip is learn from the smartest, saying no. Steve Jobs, Bill Gates, Warren Buffett know the importance of saying no. Steve Jobs once said, true innovation is saying no to 1,000 things. Bill Gates once said, you have to say no to many things to be able to say yes to the important things. And Warren Buffett once said, the difference between successful people and really successful people is that really successful people saying no to almost everything. There are 2 main categories in life that you have to often say no to. The first one is work. The second is friend invitation. Say no at work if you have so much things to do. Work is work. Work is not your entire life. As an Asian, I've always raised by I've got to work hard. I have to show my loyalty to the company. I even have friends in Hong Kong saying that they cannot leave if the boss does not leave their office. Even though they have finished their work, they have to stay until their boss leaves. I was lucky enough that I have not encountered these kind of situations before, but many of my friends are working overtime constantly and their life is work and sleep. They very really exhausted about this kind of life. My current line manager will ask if my workload is okay from time to time. If I'm really having too much work to do, he will truly find someone to help me and to share my workload, or even ask the clients to push back the deadline because that is not possible to finish in a very tight period of time. When I was working in Hong Kong, my senior were also the same. They will share the workload with me instead of asking me to do all the things by myself. I'm sharing this not to say I'm so lucky. I'm sharing to say that there's work outside like that. Work is not your entire life. You are stuck in your mind. You're not stuck in your job. Just because you think that work should be like that, you should work overtime. Work is hard. So you are settled in your current job, even though it has unreasonable demand on you. Actually, a lot of job that is quite nice, that doesn't demand you that much. If your job is too much, then just change it. You believe that there are better jobs, then you will get a better job. But there is an exception. If the skills you learn in this company can highly contribute to your passion, then by all means work hard. But if it does not, then spend wisely with your time. If your job is your passion, then congratulations, but also be aware of getting burnout. The second category of saying no is friend invitation. I used to be someone that feel very embarrassed. Is it called embarrassed? I feel bad about rejecting friends' invitations. We tend to explain ourselves and try to please people. But honestly, if your friend reject you because they simply want to stay home, or they just don't want to go out, they've got work to do, how do you feel? For myself, I'm fine with that. If they just want to stay home, then stay home. What's the problem with rejections? I used to reject people and find excuse when my friends invite me to their house or just want to hang out, but I want to stay home. I used to find excuse like I've got class, I have to work, stuff like that, when I don't need to work and when I don't need to take any class at all, because I feel bad about it. I feel bad about rejecting. But right now, if someone asks me out and I simply don't want to out because I want to stay home, I would directly tell them, no, I want to stay home, so I'm not coming out today. We don't really need any excuse to reject someone when we simply have things to do and we don't want to go out. But I know that what you guys will worry, you will worry that you will lose your friend. Your friends will don't like you. I have this situation as well, and I'm being kicked out of my friends group. It was sad in the beginning, and then I was thinking that's actually fine because I hope my friend can support me and understand that I really don't want to go out and be fine with that instead of kicking me out of a group. They don't see you as friend just because you have rejected their invitations. So can't you find some friends that actually understand you and support you? They are fine about your rejections as well. You are fine with their rejection as well. The fourth is win your morning. If you're someone that likes scrolling your phone when you wake up and waste 15 minutes to 30 minutes or even an hour in your bed, and this tip is for you. Add frictions to it. I used to charge my phone beside me when I sleep. First thing, it's actually not good for our brain, and the second is it contributes to the problem that I've mentioned. So I have placed my phone further. Whenever my alarms goes off, I need to leave the bed and then turn off the alarm. And I actually have thought of put my phone outside the bedroom during the night. So if the alarms goes off, then I actually have to go out to the living room and turn off the alarm clock. When you have to walk a few steps and turn off the alarm clock, you actually leave the bed already, and this saved you tons of time. So I've got another tip for you, that is be a time detective. In simple terms, that is track your time. This actually saved me a lot of time, at least 50% of my time. You need to know exactly how much time you need for each task and then schedule it accordingly, because when we don't know how much time we need for each task, maybe we will just randomly schedule 3 hours of it, and in the reality, we don't need 3 hours to finish a task. Maybe we just need 1 hour and 30 minutes to finish the task. So tracking your time for every task and then schedule accordingly is very useful. The details of this method I have mentioned in this video, so you can jump into this video to watch it, and if not, then I will see you in the next video. Bye!